Okay, let's get cracking. I think everything is under control. Get started because this could take a while. Pensy is here saying hello, hello, hello. Yep. Okay. Did the split start? Yes, they started. Whoa, it's a live stream. Whoa, what is this? Whoa, frames is mod. Whoa, how did that happen? Oh, go for the enemy clip, go for the enemy clip. Yo. Yeah, so this is Fewer Checkpoints Difficulty 5. The first 3 levels are exactly the same as Difficulty 4 because I already took all the checkpoints out of that. So the main new challenges are going to start in level 4 and 5, but still not easy to get through these first levels. I think I will go back and save. Save my progress so far. So you can still save at the starting checkpoint in this mod, which is one thing that makes it different from the hardcore mode in What's This Game 4. Whoa, I almost accidentally brushed that enemy. Now, which way do I want to do this? I'm going to be getting all the paints. That's the rule that I always follow. But I'm not going to go for the key clip. I think I'll get the key from below. So in that case, I think I'll just go like this. No coin clip either, unfortunately. I suppose I could have... Well, the key clip you actually can't do on the Fewer Checkpoints mod unless you get a deathless, which is extremely difficult. The coin clip I could have done, but I would have had to do a different route. Raflik is here as well. Welcome to the stream. Yep. It's the final installment of Fewer Checkpoints. I believe this mod has only one checkpoint in level 4 and only one checkpoint in level 5. Actually, no, that's not true. I think it's got 2 checkpoints in level 4. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, so far so good on level 1. Didn't even need any checkpoints. MTV Gaming World is here. Hello. Oh look, we were 1 second slower than when I did difficulty 4. The splits I have are comparing against the difficulty 4 run that we did. And theoretically we should be a lot slower on this version than we were on difficulty 4, especially in the later levels. Well, mainly in level 4 and 5, because those are the levels that have actually changed. Yeah, I thought I was going to die there. That's unfortunate. So in difficulty... Oh, actually there is a difference here in difficulty 5, which is that the top right checkpoint has been taken out. I believe that might have still been in difficulty 4. So there is... when we do the blue paint, there's not going to be any checkpoint there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was still there in difficulty 4, so that's a change. Ah, I did it again! I don't know why I'm messing up that bit. I mean, it has been a little while since I played What's This Game 3. Obviously, I've been focusing on What's This Game 2 recently. Got that deathless run earlier this week, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, I don't know why I died on that twice. That was a bit unnecessarily close as well. So I think I'm going to go back to the beginning to save before I go to the blue paint. Yeah, because then I can also do the blue paint death skip, which I like doing because you can't do that in the original game. Okay. Alright, so I'll grab these coins, I'll go back and save. And then we'll get the blue paint. Okay, nice. 2 deaths on that section, but nothing too dramatic. Both in exactly the same place, yeah. I'll just go through this way, I'll come back for those coins later. So actually not having the checkpoint here could be an advantage, because it means we get to send ourselves back to the start. Although, then again, I already went back to the start to save, so maybe it's not actually an advantage. I feel like I've lost my route here. That's alright, I can... Oh, no, no. Ah! Yeah, I definitely lost my route there. I'm not quite sure where I went wrong. It's been quite a long time since I've gotten the blue paint. Probably last time was difficulty 4 actually, because I've only been playing 80% since then. Ah, that was just a silly death. Grab your popcorn, this may take a while. We're definitely not going to be... we're definitely going to be behind going into level 3, but that's okay. It's not really a speed run or anything, the time is just there out of curiosity. And we're definitely going to lose because this is more difficult than, like I said, the splits we're comparing against us from difficulty 4, so... Yeah, I'm supposed to go in front of that guy, whereas last time I waited. That's what I thought. That's looking much better. Alright. Everything's under control now. Once we get the paint, we're safe, because when you collect the paint, it's permanent. Nice. Oh, so actually I do need to go get those coins. But if I got them on the way there, I would have lost them anyway, so yeah. That's alright. Alright. Now we're going to do the second half of level 2. Level 2 for this mod is kind of not too bad because the starting checkpoint's in the middle of the level. And it's similar with level 3. Although level 3 is definitely a lot harder than this one, without checkpoints. But level 4 and 5 are going to be a whole different story because the starting checkpoint is not in the middle of the level. Yo, Gamvus is here. Insane. Yep. This is my Fewer Checkpoints mod for the World's First Game 3, which takes out, well, most of the checkpoints. There's 5 different difficulties. The first one only takes out a couple of checkpoints and then they get harder from there. Good luck, thank you. What am I doing here? I was trying to go straight down, but I kind of missed. Okay, what was our split? I can't actually see it right now. 54 seconds. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it might have been. I shouldn't talk about the timer so much, it really doesn't matter. Oh, that was terrible. So level 3 is really interesting because the strategy is basically like coming back to the center as often as possible to save. So level 3 is one of my favorite levels to play in this mod. Oh, and I should be doing... Do I need to do something special for 100% to get the paint? Yeah, well I'll leave C2 till the end, I think. Yeah, I'll leave C2 till the end. Ah, but oh, why didn't I come back to the middle to save? That was silly. I just went into autopilot. Okay. Wait, why am I going this way? I should be going up earlier. I think I'm just a bit rusty on World's Last Game 3. Okay, let's go and save. That's what we're supposed to do. Nice. Oops, okay. Yeah, but see, now it doesn't matter because I've saved that. Other progress. Ah, okay, maybe I need to go around the other way. Should probably do that. Okay. I think I can get those coins later. Well, I know I can, I'm just saying. I think it's actually... Ah, that's annoying. I can't go through the top way because I haven't unlocked that door yet. Okay, let's try not dying. That's an idea. There we go. I'll just take it easy here, not do the speed route. Ooh, that was tight. Ah, Frames has got it. Trusty moderator. Thank you, Frames. Just remove all the checkpoints. I mean, yeah, I could. The death record for this game is 10. 10 deaths. Not 0. Okay, so now... Go over this way. Okay, and we save again. That's the idea. Now, where to go next? I guess just follow the normal route. Go up to A1. Ah, Megalord is here. Glad you could make it. Ah, that was a bit silly. Why did I go for that strat? Megalord says almost like World's Last Game 3 hardcore mode, but not really because level 4b4 could have a checkpoint in it. Also, you can go back to the starting checkpoint and save. Yeah, I could make a... There's also a checkpoint in level 5, by the way. So it's not completely ridiculous. I mean, I have done level 5 Deathless before, but... yeah, I could make a hardcore mode where the starting checkpoint doesn't save. I might actually do that. But no one's ever completed level 4 Deathless, so that would be quite a challenge. World's Last Game 4 has not been done Deathless. Unless someone's got some hidden footage that they're not sharing. Now I should probably go back and save. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Before I get too carried away here, because it's been a long time since I've been... since I've saved at the checkpoint. Okay. Yeah, I've definitely got a 1 death run, and I haven't heard of anyone getting a 0 death run of Worlds this Game 4. It was 4 deaths. My PB was 4 deaths, and then I broke it with a single death run. Yes, it was done in 2021. Yeah, it was done as part of the same series, the Learning to Speedrun Worlds this Game 4 series. Nothing recent has happened in that regard. Yes, hardcore mode has been done, but that's different. Hardcore mode, you have to do each level deathless, but if you do die, you only get sent back to the start of that level. You don't get sent back to the beginning of the game. So there's a big difference there. So Victor GD has completed hardcore mode. But that's different from doing the whole thing deathless. Now I don't think I need this key. I'm pretty sure that's the one that opens the left side. So let's go back and save. Don't be a panicker. I'm not panicking. Who said anything about panicking? I'm as zen as a bumblebee. Okay. Now. Yep, that'll do it. Oh, not quite. Just kind of randomly going through here. Oh yeah, that's not bad. Actually that is kind of bad. That'll do it, yeah. Throw in a little shortcut there. And now I also believe in difficulty 5 here, the checkpoint for the yellow paint has been taken out. I believe, because I think in difficulty 4 it was still there. But I think in difficulty 5 it's been taken out, so that would be interesting. Oh yo, we have some remix action. I added some remixes to my playlist, so I hope you enjoy it. Megalord says, the interesting thing about this series of mods is that the actual gameplay is not any more difficult, but it is perceived to be harder because you don't have the reassurance of checkpoints. I mean, yes and no. I mean, you're right, the enemy patterns haven't changed at all, right? Each section is the same difficulty it was before. And what am I doing here? Oh, like this. Each pattern of enemies is exactly the same as it was before, but having to do them in a row without a checkpoint, it's not just psychological. It does make a difference because that happens, and then you have to go back. That's annoying. Yeah, like it's not just psychological. But anyone who can beat the game can beat this mod, sure. by the same token, you could say anyone who can beat the game once can beat it deathless, right? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like saying, oh, deathless isn't any harder than normal. It's just you don't have checkpoints. Like, well, not having checkpoints does actually make it harder. So, yeah. But the patterns are the same. I mean, the reason that I made this mod, or like the reason why the enemy patterns are the same, is just because it's a real nuisance to actually modify the enemy patterns, and we have a level editor for that. So this is a way of enjoying the original gameplay with a bit of added challenge. Yo, Cyber Channel. Welcome. Sip, sip, sip. Yep. All the OGs in the chat. Having a good time. We all unite for World Search Game 3, huh? That's good. Wait, is Jacob here? I haven't seen Jacob say anything. Oh my gosh, that was a bit close. Okay, I don't really need to do any fancy tricks here, I should just concentrate. Okay, now... Oh god. Okay, I'm safe here. Whew! Okay, I want to save, but I don't know how to. This is actually kind of scary. I must have done this before in difficulty 4. I think I can manage this. Okay, nice. Now, like I said, I think the yellow paint checkpoint has been removed, so that's going to be interesting. Let's just check. Yes, it has been. So, I was wrong when I said earlier that level 2 and 3 were going to be exactly the same there. They're actually not. Oh, I forgot to get the key. I'm such an idiot. I forgot to open the door. Oh my goodness, what a blunder. Oh well. That's embarrassing. Oh. Okay, well, why don't I go back and get the key now? I can't believe I forgot about that. I was just in any percent mode. I think this is the one we want. I hope I'm not getting them mixed up. Yeah, well, you have to have the start and finish checkpoint in each level, so that's where your 6 checkpoints come from. Levels 1, 2, and 3 don't have any non-necessary checkpoints, any, you know, bonus checkpoints if you like. And I think level 4 has 2 bonus checkpoints, and I think level 5 has 1. And the level 5 one's going to be interesting because it's in 5D1 in the very center. It's literally on the very opposite side of the level. Now, what am I doing here? Okay, I'm ready to go through. I wasn't sure if I had all the keys. Yes, I did get the correct key, as Megalord has pointed out. As I was halfway through that, I realized I'd stuffed it up. That's a pretty silly mistake. Cyan Studio is here. Welcome to the stream. Currently, I'm embarrassing myself on level 3. Oh boy. I need a better way to get through here. Yo, Nexus has joined the chat. popping off with some Walters Game 3 gameplay and a new remix. Okay, now why am I going that way? I should be going down here. Nexus says someone needs to make Walters Game 3 hardcore. You know what? I will make it. I will make it. Maybe one day someone will finish it. I mean, it's doable. It's probably not actually, well, no, I do think it's a fair bit harder than Walters Game 4 hardcore, but not necessarily by that much. So yeah, I'll make it. I'll make a proper hardcore one where the starting checkpoint doesn't help you. Wait, did I already get... Hang on a minute. What did this center key save by accident? Is that a glitch? Or is my brain just not working? I feel like the center key was already collected when I walked into this room. Not the actual center key, but the one just slightly left of center. Okay, now, let me save again. Ooh, okay. Bit tight, but we made it. Okay, now we can head over to the yellow paint, now that I've actually unlocked the door. Ah, now, I can do a similar death strat with the yellow paint. Well, not a death strat, but like if I die on the way back, it doesn't matter. Yes, the Sharpson remix is no longer on YouTube, but I have uploaded it on my Mega folder. So if you want to download it, you can get it from there. Because fortunately, I happen to have a copy because I used it in my 2021 recap. Wait, why am I bothering that key? It does nothing helpful to me. Okay. Ah, that's painful. This is going to be painful because every time I die I have to come back to the beginning. I mean, it's not too far away. But I've never played 3C3 like this. Yeah, if anyone's thinking of making a remix, absolutely go for it. It's really cool to have. It'd be really cool to have more remixes in the community. Just in general, for you know, videos like recap videos and live streams and things, and just like it's cool to listen to people's remixes. So I'm actually going to be releasing some remixes soon, maybe a couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. The more the merrier, I say. Yep, Megalord wants to make a remix. Go for it. It's a very fun thing to do. I have, yeah, so I've already made, hang on, let me just, I've already made 2 remixes. That was actually like 4 or 5 years ago. Ah, unfortunate. Well, the first one I made was about 4 years ago, and the second one was about 3 years ago. So I'm going to upload those, but also I think I might make another one. What software? The first one I did in Audacity, because which is not a great way to make a. Well, I should say they're really mashups. the things that I've made, they're mashups rather than remixes. What I mean by that is, like, I haven't added any synths or anything on top. I've just mashed up the original soundtracks together. The first one I made in Audacity, which was a bit painful because it's not really a great piece of software. It is good, but it has been updated recently, but at the time I used it, it was pretty rough. The second one I made in Ableton Live. So the benefit of Audacity is it's free, but then I happened to purchase Ableton Live for something else really, but so now I have Ableton, and I think that's what I'll use for my next remix as well, because it's much more high quality software. This is the Sharpson remix, the one that's yeah, Ableton Live is it's good software. It's professional quality. Hang on. Use FL Studio. Yep. I've used FL Studio very briefly on a friend's computer. But I've never really made any projects with it. Yay, we got the yellow paint. Yeah, FL Studio is good as well. I believe FL Studio is also particularly good for synths. You can do that in Ableton as well, but FL Studio is particularly geared towards that kind of stuff. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, the good news is we get to keep the yellow paint. The bad news is we have to go back and get the coins. I can't believe I died right at the end there. Logic Pro, yep. But I don't have a Mac, so I've never used Logic. But it's good, yeah, well I hear it's good. And this is the recent remix from, oh, I should learn how to pronounce their name. It's from a Japanese person. Okay. Owen Lane says, I still can't believe I missed the World's This Game 2 Deathless stream. Ah, well, you can watch the replay. Yep, it feels pretty good to have that accomplished, finished, off my chest. I've been working on some other things, like I released a resolution mod for What's This Game 1, which allows you to see the game resolution. I've been working on some other mods as well. And yeah, lots of things in the works, hopefully. Ah, there's a checkpoint here, that's funny. That's not what I was expecting. That's not what I was expecting, although I suppose it kind of makes sense. There's no checkpoint in the entrance to B4, but there is a checkpoint inside B4. I tried out Void Face. Is that Abho's game? Wait, what am I doing? I should be going straight across. Ouch. Actually, maybe I will go down and get the coins and save them, since I have a long stretch ahead, because I'm pretty sure there's no other checkpoints further down the track towards E5. I have not played Void Face. Yeah, it is Eppo's game. Okay, so I was right about that. Oh, that was kind of bad. This remix is kind of interesting because it's kind of like a direct copy of the game, but in a different style. Okay, now I need to focus on this. Oh, really? Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought we might get it first try. It's funny how I respawned in the same room, so it kind of doesn't feel like I lost progress, but I did. Yo, another remix. For some reason we're getting... This playlist has the remixes and the original soundtrack. For some reason we're getting all the remixes in a row. Even though I put it on shuffle, but that's okay. This is a bop as well, yeah. Ryan remix. Not sure I know that one. Can you send me a link on Discord? Good beat. Ah, unfortunate. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on there? Almost messed things up. Cyan, are you talking about What's This Game Online, or did you just accidentally put an O at the end of your message? What's This Game Discord? Oh, the What's This Game official. Is that what the Discord's called? That never really occurred to me. Oh yeah. Huh. I never really... If you asked me what the name of the Discord server was, I would not have been able to tell you. Best and worst era for the World's Best Game server, Discord server. Well, the worst was 2020. I think that's pretty uncontroversial. 20, if I recall correctly, 2020 was pretty much dead like the whole year, with like the occasional. Oh, that was a pretty silly mistake. Like the occasional post. I mean, I set a couple PBs in that year, and I did a couple of other things, but and some other people, you know, did some stuff as well. But most of the time, it was completely dead. There was no editor. Well, there was. Sorry, I take it back. There was an editor. Abpo's editor came in like May or something, but it didn't really get used that much until 2021. So in the time I've been on the server, which is not quite the entire lifetime of the server. Oh, this is bad. This is bad, but I think I can escape. Yeah. Okay, good. So in the time I've been on the server, I would say 2020 was the worst. What was the best? That's a bit more difficult of a question. Certainly... I knew I was dead. I saw two of them coming at me from different sides. The best, well, certainly the editor boom in July 2021. That was pretty fun. Waking up every day with like 700 new messages and like 20 new levels to play, and like lots of speed running and things of levels, of custom levels. But I also like where the server's at right now, because we've just gained a lot of members thanks to Maximum's video, and there's a lot of people playing World's Best Game 1, and also some attention to the other games, and I'm optimistic about the server over the next couple of months. I think some cool things are going to happen. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I suppose those are the main contenders for like the best, if you want to put it that way. Frame says, for me, 2019 was the best year. Yeah, I was just about to mention that. Like, I do have a certain nostalgia for my early days in the server, but there wasn't that much that actually happened. Like, it was fun, but there wasn't that much that actually happened, and not that much yeah, I need to concentrate. I need to not make the same mistake again. Yeah, at least while I was in the server, there wasn't that much that really happened. So I think custom levels have given the server a bit of life, because oh, and by the way, this room, yeah, this is what this room is. You basically have to do the whole room deathless, just not the easy part at the beginning. Cyan says drama ruined my view of it, sadly. Yeah, I can understand that. That's... Yeah, if you ask me, like... Because you did ask me about, like, the worst era, and my default answer was 2020 just because it was so inactive. But also the recent sort of drama stuff earlier this year, that was pretty annoying. Seems to have calmed down. More people actually playing Wazza's game instead of just posting memes or things. This might be a controversial opinion, but I feel like the memes channel should be reserved for Wazza's game related memes. Although I have to admit, I do sometimes find the memes funny on there. Like 1 in 10 memes will give me a laugh. Owen Lane says, basically, speedrunners, I wish speedrunners got more attention because people who grind a lot for world records often have less than 500 subs. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there's so many video games, like literally so many video games that people speedrun. And just because you're the world record holder, it doesn't mean that there's going to be a big audience for that. I mean, yeah, it's kind of sad, but it's also like, just because you put a lot of time into something doesn't mean that you're entitled to viewership. Viewership comes from, well, it comes from lots of things, but in an ideal world, it should come from how well you're entertaining or engaging your audience. Which is not really related to how many hours you put into the game. I think it's dangerous to feel entitled to viewership. Although I admit that sometimes I find myself wandering down that path. These splits are just making me look bad. Well, I think I'm entertaining too. I hope so. Otherwise, what are you doing here? You're wasting your time. It's difficult because yeah, I mean, I enjoy playing the Wazza's game. I like to have fun with it. I try and make my videos entertaining. But due to the nature of what I do, like, not every video can be gripping all the way through, like a, you know, like a 1 hour speedrun of the Wazza's Game 3. You know, like, it's not going to be prime time trending YouTube material just because of its length. Yay, let's go. That wasn't too bad in terms of like how long that took. Like 5 or 10 minutes. Ah, Frost is here. Welcome to the stream. We just finished 4v4, which is a relief because that's probably one of the hardest parts of this mod. Level 5 is going to be challenging as well, but I got stuck in. Owen Lane says it's just people who make videos about speedrunners who go viral a lot. Example Maximum. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Like, maximum, I mean, summoning Salt would be the most famous in that category. But there are some pretty famous speedrunners. I mean, I follow Super Mario Bros. 1, for example. So like Cosmic and Darbian, they have a fairly good following, and I think Miniland and Nifsky, sort of like the new guard, have a fair number of subscribers. And then there's also people like, I mean, Nicro Vader, for example, Small Ant. I mean, I don't know how much. I haven't followed Small Ant for a while. I don't know if he's actually still doing much speedrunning or if he's just making videos. But you know, there are some people in that category. Yeah, Return of the Bots. Unfortunately, they seem to keep coming back. It looks like Frames is taking care of it. Thank you. But again, in terms of like, where does the viewership come from? The people who document speedrunning, in general, make much more entertaining content than the speedruns themselves. Carl Jobst is another example. I mean, oh goodness, he mostly makes content about speedrunning, but he does also do some speedrunning, or he used to. I don't think he does that much anymore, but I like Carl because he's Australian. But yeah, the people who make videos about speedrunning, often those videos are actually more interesting than the speedruns themselves, which is partly why I often include like post-run commentary on my speedruns, because that makes them a lot more interesting than just watching the speedrun itself. Megalord's gonna come to visit Australia. Yo. If you're in Sydney, hit me up. Yeah, Minecraft speedrunning is another interesting thing. I mean, I suppose technically Dream is a famous speedrunner. Let's not get too much into that. I remember watching Illumina. In fact, Illumina has sort of a special place in my heart because he did a run of Minecraft. I can't remember what version it was, but he did some Minecraft glitchless run at GDQ 2019. I think it was 2019. Yeah, it was 2019. Summer 2019. And that was like the first live streamed like marathon speedrun that I ever saw. And it was pretty entertaining, pretty fun to watch. But I don't really follow the Minecraft speedrunning community very much. Okay, every now and then I think about speedrunning Minecraft, but then I just remember how I can't handle RNG. I guess the thing is, every time I think of speedrunning another game, I think to myself, I'd rather get better at the World's Worst Game than thin myself out with other games. Eventually one day I'll probably get bored of this game, but it hasn't come yet, so, you know. Okay, I need to focus. Okay, now, last time I played this, I turned on speech bubbles and then something weird happened. And I think what happened was I only touched the checkpoint for 1 frame. So I'm just going to try and make sure that doesn't happen again. I think we're good. Yeah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then go back and watch the previous stream. But basically, somehow I didn't get invincibility when I left the checkpoint, which is really strange because, yeah. But whatever. We did it this time. No black paint? How dare you doubt me? How dare you doubt me? Of course I'm getting the black paint. Yeah, I did it the normal way the other day, and it's quite hard. It's a hard paint, that one. I mean, of course it makes a difference that I haven't practiced that route for speedrunning, but yeah, the black paint is quite hard. It's a long sequence. It's a longer sequence. Okay, now actually I think I might go and save because I'm not going to have a checkpoint in the next room. So now would be a good time to save. Now what's going on? Oh! That's the risk. But I think it's not avoidable. Well, it is avoidable, but I'm going to choose to not avoid it. I'm going to choose to save as much as I think is reasonable. Actually, you know what would be better? Would be if I went from the other side. That would actually make things easier. Aha, yes, this looks good. This looks good. Yes. Oh, that was actually quite close at the end there. Okay. That's okay, I know how to get through here now. Don't worry about it, Frames. You're doing a great job. And don't feel like you have to stay. Wait, why am I'm just getting confused. Oh, that's it. Just trying to remember what the maneuver was. I think it's because the coins weren't there that I got confused. So, like I said before, the only checkpoint in level 5 is in 5D1, if I recall correctly. It's in 5D1, and it's in the very middle. So that's going to be fun. But I can come back to the beginning to save at various points throughout the level. And I have done this entire level deathless before, so it's not as if I'm not capable of getting through with a couple of reduced checkpoints. Just might take a while. Sub 1 hour? I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to go back and save now. I definitely want to save before B3 because that's gonna be. Oh my. Oh my god. What a stupid thing to do. Yeah, the new editor is not optimized for performance. Let's just say that. Which is quite unfortunate. Oh, another banger remix. Owen Lane says, I'd go back to the start to save every time I got a coin. Yeah, well, the problem with that is you're just gonna die a whole lot more often because going back to the start is not easy. That's what makes this level interesting. It's like the checkpoint is there, but it's like tucked away. You know, it's not easy to access like it is in level 3, for example. It's tucked away. If you want to save, you really need to put in some effort. And especially since I haven't practiced. Like, I've never practiced going back to the starting checkpoint in level 5 because it's not a thing that you would do in a speedrun. So I've never practiced that, which means it's a new challenge for me. Which is why I died just then, because the mistake I made was I went forwards and I thought I had enough space to survive, but I didn't, and I didn't know that because it's just not something I ever have done before. So yeah. This is exactly the kind of experience I wanted to create with fewer checkpoints. Not the hardcore mode experience, but the experience of like having to backtrack to unusual places that you wouldn't usually. Oh my goodness! Just stop watching right now. There's no point in me even playing this game. What I was trying to say is that, yeah, these kinds of backtracking dynamics, I feel like, yeah, fun. Challenge you to backtrack in ways that you wouldn't usually. That's even more embarrassing than the time I died in 5A1. Yeah, Frames is right. I've got to practice actually going from B4 to A4. What I need to do is I need to go at the bottom and just go a little bit. Or at the top and just go a little bit. You really do have to go just a little bit. I wonder if I could, I think I can hold, yeah, you can hold down left. So that could be a strategy, hold down left. Yeah, maybe I'll go for that. Hold down left. Yeah, the checkpoint in B4 is crucial. That's what we're missing here. But also in difficulty 4, there was a checkpoint in there was a checkpoint between C3 and C4, and that's what I'm really missing right now. Because up the top of this room, there would be a checkpoint if we were playing difficulty 4. So I would have been able to save already if we had that, but we don't. I can't even speak. I can't even speak. See, the problem is I was just on autopilot. Like, you know, I was just playing, just enjoying myself, just like, everything's going well. I need to really consciously make an effort to make sure do that. So let me practice it. Hold down left. Maybe what I'll do is I'll get all these coins and I'll save that. Or I'll leave the top right ones, but I'll get these ones. So when I come up from here, I need to hold down left. That's it. Yeah, well that's... I'm going to go up the top, but... Oh, frames, we need you back. Why am I up here? I shouldn't be up here anyway. Okay, at the very least that will actually save me a bit of time now that I've saved that key. It'll save me a bit of time on each attempt, so that's good. Yeah, because now I can just go around here like this. So I probably should have done that earlier, but oh well. You live and you learn. Cool, that was a bit close, but okay. Is sub 20 possible? No, I don't think so. Not unless you... Well, if you use glitches, then yes. Or if there's some, like, major skip or something that gets discovered, but other than that, no, definitely not. Even a Taz would not be sub 20, I don't think. I'm pretty sure the Taz is going to be like... I'm just going to throw out a number. It's probably going to be wrong, but I think like 23 or 24 minutes. Maybe slower, maybe faster, but definitely not sub 20. Well, you say that some crazy strategy will eventually be discovered, but that's not necessarily true. This game, a lot of the things that save a lot of time in this game are classified as glitches. Without glitches, it's hard to save a lot of time. I mean, yes, you can save, you know, maybe 5 or 10 seconds here or there with, you know, with a faster route, you know, that maybe a Taz can do or a really good human can do. But we're talking about saving like 6 minutes off like the current best known times or whatever. Like, I don't think it's gonna happen. And I don't think that there's gonna be some, like, I don't think there's going to be some miraculous discovery of like a shortcut or anything, because this game doesn't really have shortcuts. I mean, it just doesn't really work like that. Yeah, there are ways to reroute things, but you can't just skip to the end without using glitches. Yeah, enemy clips are the one thing that might actually make sub 20 possible. But here's another thing to keep in mind. Even playing the hacked version takes like... Oh my goodness. Die there again. Even playing the hacked version takes like 15 minutes. Like, that's a considerable amount of time. If you're talking about sub 20, you're only going to be like a couple minutes slower than a hacked speedrun. That doesn't seem very likely to me. You should make sure to save this audio so that when someone does set a sub 20, you can humiliate me. Yeah, I mean, you're right. my sub 30 had various mistakes, and it also didn't use the fastest routes in every area. But those mistakes don't add up to 10 minutes. They add up to like a couple of minutes. Well, the mistakes add up to about 1 minute. And the lack of fast routes, it's hard to know, but that's like maybe 3 or 4 minutes at most. So, yeah. Oh my goodness! I thought I had I had a sound strategy. I just executed it wrong. But I should have actually. There's a different strategy I should have used, but. Oh yeah, the level 3 enemy clip. That's a really wacky one. I'm still in disbelief. For anyone who wasn't like in on this discussion, there's actually some invisible enemies in this game. And I mean like literally invisible. And I don't know why, but there are. And it prevents what could potentially be a useful skip in level 3. Yeah. Yeah, it's very weird. It's very weird stuff. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, the weirdest thing about the invisible enemies is that their hit detection actually works properly, whereas the normal enemies, their hit detection does not work properly. And I think it has something to do with the fact that the invisible enemies aren't actually rendered. But, yeah, I don't fully understand it. Fatana is here. Don't know how to say that, but welcome to the stream. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was a bit of a... Okay, no. Down left, down left, down left. Okay. Oh my goodness, that took way too long. Yeah, it is tied to rendering. Yeah, exactly. But it's still a bit confusing, like... How does it pass the pixel checks if it's not actually rendering any pixels? I don't quite understand how that works. Now, I think I'm going to go for the key and the coins in the same attempt, but if I die a lot on it, it shouldn't be too hard because the checkpoint's actually not that far away. But if I'm dying too much, then I might do one at a time. Cool, that was a bit close. Okay. Down left. Up. Nice. Okay, that's how it's done. Alright, things are looking up now. That's good. Yeah, I mean, B3, it's close to the checkpoint, which is nice, but also I didn't die on it, which is also nice. Because I had thought that that might give me some trouble. I'm gonna go for the key clip here. But if I fail it too many times, then I'll skip it. Alright, see you later, Megalord. Thanks for stopping by. Now there is a checkpoint in 5D1, so I think my plan here is to go straight to that checkpoint, rather than heading back to save. It doesn't seem worth it when I'm this far away. Missed a couple of coins, but that's okay. We're not speedrunning here. Actually, I can pick it up on the way back anyway, so... I need to redo my route for this area anyway. Next time I speedrun Woz's Game 3, I'll update that. Okay, let's go straight for the checkpoint. Yay! Okay, I'll come back for the coin now. Yep, so this is the only other checkpoint in level 5. And I haven't quite decided, but I'm assuming I'm going to be using this checkpoint for the rainbow paint and the coin room, so that's going to be interesting. And I think I'm going to make it a rule to myself that I'm not going to backtrack out of D1 through the entrance. Just for an extra challenge. Now what am I doing here? That might be a bad rule. That might be a bad idea, but we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna go for the rainbow paint. Oh wait, what am I doing? I can't go for the rainbow paint. I need the other keys. It's pretty disappointing that YouTube can't filter out these pretty blatant spam bots. Dies on level 5 and gets sent back to level 1. Yeah, well that's kind of a pointless mod because like just if you want to restart the game, you can just restart the game. If you like the look of this but you're intimidated by Woz's Game 3, you might like my one step back mod for Woz's Game 1, where basically every time you die on a level you get sent back to the previous level. That's a fun challenge. Okay, now we can go and get the rainbow paint. And hopefully all will go well. So I can do a death strat here again. Now let me make sure I get this right. I need to enter here. And which squares are safe? The red ones. Now it's the white ones. Oh no! Oh. forgot I had to pause at the beginning. Well, if you're looking for something easier rather than something harder, then you could try the no coin mod, or which there's also a no coin mod for World's This Game 3, or the no key mod for World's This Game 3, which is pretty fun because it means you don't have to do B4, 4v4, or 4v5. There was also talk of making a more checkpoints mod, and I know Dimrom started work on that, but it never amounted to anything. Thing is, it's a lot harder to create new objects than it is to delete objects. Well, strictly speaking, I haven't deleted the checkpoints, I've just made them invisible and non-functional. Well, that was a bit close for comfort. Oh wait, what? I headed for the white square, and then for some reason I thought it wasn't safe, so I moved up, but then I just moved into the way of the enemy. Pretty silly thing to do. What am I doing? Just go like that. Oh, really? Wait, I'm getting a speech bubble? Do I have speech bubbles on? Oh, I do. I left them on after... Yeah, of course, I left them on after level 4. These splits are making me look bad. But don't forget, the splits are from difficulty 4. Which is a fair bit less difficult than this. Smooth move. When the game roasts Danica. Yep, that's about right. Now it looks like red's safe in the second column. Okay. Alright, let's go. The final paint is being collected. Now you could argue it was probably would have been better if I didn't use a death strat, and you're probably right, but I just want to be cool. Yeah, I mean, oh well, no, because it does actually, it saves you a lot of backtracking in the rainbow paint room, so yeah, it was worth it. What's going on here? I'm getting a bit lost. Okay. Alright, now on to the coin room. And then once I complete this, I'm going to go back to the starting checkpoint. That's my plan. That's the plan. Yeah, everything's exactly the same except for the checkpoints. It does make the areas look different, I think. I mean, well, obviously it makes them look different because they don't have checkpoints, but like it gives them like some of them it gives them like a very different look. But yeah, the enemies, the coins are all exactly the same. Yeah, if you know this game mostly from my sub 30 any percent run, then you might not be familiar with the rainbow paint room. Now I need to not forget to get the coins, but I think I will go to the checkpoint first. Nice. Excellent, excellent. Okay, let's not forget to get those coins in B3. Now, do I save or not? I think I will, just to take things nice and easy. Because I'm pretty confident at this pattern now. Yep. I'm hoping not to die on the grey section, but it just means that if I do, then what is going on there? Okay, I messed that up. Yeah, the two rooms that have the red walls on the top and bottom edge, those are the two rooms that contain the rainbow paint. So yeah, you would not have seen those before if you've only watched an any percent run. Now, for some reason I'm struggling with this. That's the way. There we go. Now that's part of the original game. It's yeah, like it's a memory trick because you have to go through the right slot, otherwise you will perish on the other side. It's a little bit like the entrance to 4B2. Well, it's a lot like the entrance to 4B2 in level 4, except on a larger scale. It's the only kind of trolling that Stevie does in World's Game 3 is those room changes and also the coin room. I think, unless I'm missing something. Grey rooms, good luck. Yep. Wait, I missed my... Oh, no! Oh, that's a rookie error. That's a rookie error. That enemy comes up a lot further than you might think, and I should have known that, but I was a bit distracted because I was looking at the cycle, trying to work out when was the right time for me to enter, and I stopped paying attention to where my player was. For some reason I missed the cycle the first time, I'm not quite sure where I'm wrong, but yeah. Yeah, well, don't forget, in the original game there's a checkpoint at the beginning of the rainbow paint room, so you can kind of trial and error. But also there's another factor, which is that when you collect the keys to that room, you can technically look at it when you see the key cutscene. And it's the same with 4B2, there's a key cutscene that shows you that room. But most players just do it by trial and error because they don't pay attention when the key cutscene happens, which is fair enough. I mean, that's how I did it as well when I first played it. But in the case of the rainbow paint room, there's a pattern to it because it's like 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. That's kind of the pattern. Yeah, so what's going on here? I think this is my cycle now. Yeah, that's it. Ah, that's kind of annoying. Okay, we did it with less than 100 deaths. Nice. It's gonna be slower than my quad vector PB. What's this game for? Level 3 C2. Isn't that just like the whole of level 3? What's special about C2? Oh wait, C2. Oh yeah, C2 is... Yeah, see, that's kind of an annoying one, because... Wait, C3? Oh, C3, yeah, it is kind of like that, because 3 of the platforms kill you. Yeah. Well, GG, that was Fewer Checkpoints Difficulty 5. I will be uploading this right after the stream. If anyone else wants to give it a go. If you dare. Hug your brother. No, I already did that. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I didn't, my deaths were much more stupid than I expected. Like, I didn't really die on the hard parts that much. I died on the easy parts. I can't hug him anymore, it's too late. Sorry. Okay, I split a bit early, but it's close enough. Ewa says, in Super Mario 64 there are well-respected Kaizo levels where you have to play for 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes more. So it's nice to see a mod that takes existing Kaizo rooms and ramps up the segment length. Yeah, I mean, this mod is basically my way of making the game more difficult, like Kaizo version if you like. I mean, I wouldn't use the word Kaizo to describe this mod in particular because it's not that difficult. It's not, well, yeah, anyway, that's kind of a mute point. Let me just make sure I don't mess up my splits. But yeah, I mean, it is kind of like a Kaizo. It's like taking an existing game and ramping it up to the next level of difficulty. And the thing is, it's hard to edit the enemies in this game, which is like a natural way to make it harder. So if you can't edit the enemies, then how else would you make it harder? Yeah, I made this mod. I made the Fewer Checkpoint series. It's my idea, and I did the modding as well. So yeah, when I first started modding the world's hardest game stuff, I wanted to make like a difficulty buff to some of the original games, but it's difficult to come up with. I mean, one thing that has been done is like a blindfold mode where you can't see the player, but that's just impossibly difficult. So I tried making that a bit more plausible by sort of having it flash on and off, but that was still pretty insanely difficult. There's also Video Cake, where I was just playing it the other day. Video Cake made a random keys mod for World's Hardest Game 1, where every level the control scheme gets randomized. So that's pretty fun. You know, and you can have inverted controls and those kinds of things. Yeah. I also had an idea. I had an idea for a mod where each time you collect a coin, you get a life, and every time you die, you lose a life. And if your lives go below 0, then you lose the game. But the problem is the coins in this game are so unbalanced. Like, some of the levels have lots of coins, and some of the levels have very few coins. And yeah, I don't really know how much fun it would be to play, because also it depends on your skill level. At my skill level, that would probably be too easy. For some people, it would probably be too difficult. You'd have to have a very specific skill level for it to be well balanced. For it to actually be exciting, you know, because if you just got if you just had hundreds of lives, it wouldn't be exciting, and if you just died, you know, on level 1, that wouldn't be exciting either. So Eva says, make invisible static enemies, and if you die, they flash on, but keep the moving enemies visible. If you die or open a door. Owen Lane says, the one level in 5 that's completely filled with coins. Yeah, exactly. The one room, yeah. So the thing is, yeah, I mean, I would consider making the enemies invisible. I don't think anyone's actually done that yet. It was talked about the other day in the Discord server. But invisible static enemies seems, well, The thing is, I don't really want to add any new enemies because it's quite a pain to do that. And I can't really control the enemies individually because the enemies are actually part of one big sprite. So I can't make one enemy invisible without making all of the enemies invisible. But what I could do is I could make them invisible and then I could make them flash when you hit them. Frame says, wouldn't making the enemies invisible also fix their hitboxes? You might be right, although, yeah, you might be right. You might be right. Got some encore action here. So 1:35:12, that's not too bad. I thought it would take me sort of close to 2 hours. Just make a level 6 and call it a day. Yeah. Cyan says, stupid mod idea, add a cyan paint. You can go in and change the color of the paints if you want. Actually, another mod idea, which I still kind of am interested in, is like each color paint gives you like a special ability when you're using it. So it's like, if you're the green paint, then you have like, you're allowed to touch an enemy once before you actually die. If you have the yellow paint, you have like I think the yellow had like a magnetic coin ability where you can like pick up coins from a distance. And I can't remember what other ideas I had, but I think I would like to make that mod one day. I think it'd be quite fun. The end screen, but you actually have to hug your brother. Oh, well, don't forget TWHG3 Reverse. I still need to do that at some point. Cyan approves. Yeah, the submit screen is level 6. I should fill it in. Have to go around to get to the... Oh. There we go. Thank you everyone for watching. That is it. We've finished Fewer Checkpoints Difficulty 5. I will be sharing it on the Discord server soon if you want to have a go. Collect the enemies and dodge the coins. Yeah, again, that would be... Well, two things. One is, I don't know how to do that, because like I said, I don't have individual control over the enemies, which means if you collect one enemy, I don't know how to make it invisible. I don't even know how to know which enemy you're touching. I can tell if you're touching enemies, but I can't tell which enemy you're touching, because it's all just in one big sprite. So that's one problem. The other problem is, I'm not really sure that would be even that interesting to play, because mostly it would just be super easy, except for like the coin room, which would be impossible. So, yeah, it would be kind of funny. It would be funny. It would have comical value. But, yeah. I could make it so that coins kill you, but I can't make it so that you can collect enemies. Or at least, I don't know how to do that. Yeah, it would be funny. It definitely wouldn't be balanced, interesting gameplay. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I could do it if I renamed... It would take a lot of work, but if I rename the individual enemies in the sprite structure, it might be possible, actually. Oh, you're talking about TWHG3 Reverse. No, TWHG3 Reverse is where you start at level 5, and you have to work your way backwards to get to level 1. It's based off... The idea is based off the World Toast Game 1 backwards mod. Yeah, so that's what that is. And I've done some work on it, but the tricky bit is the keys and the doors need to be relinked, because otherwise you can't go backwards because of the way that the doors are set up, because the keys are on the wrong side of the doors. So I need to remap the keys to the doors. Other than that, the mod is pretty much good to go. I can place and delete coins and enemies, but it's just a lot of work. Yeah, so like the way that this modding works is most of the stuff I do is work with code, not like not with sprites. Nuzlocke. You have 1 life per color, and if you lose them all, you game over. That's kind of interesting, except that's way too hard, because no one's ever beaten the game in less than 10 deaths. Wait, does the menu not work? Wait, I can't open the menu. Is that a... That might be a bug with my mod. I can show you a bit of the code if you're interested, because why not? Let me just let me just open up the fewer checkpoints mod. Okay. Okay, so close this, and then you should be able to see. Ah, yes. Yeah, you could have 5 hearts per color. Yeah, there's definitely some interesting things you could do with paints. Okay, see you later, Owen. Okay, so here's what modding looks like. So let's take, for example, this pattern here. So I think I could actually... So here's the enemy patterns for the main menu. And then each of these objects is an individual enemy. And there's also these moving patterns, which are their own individual structures. So here's the thing. If I want to control... if I want to control individual enemies, I need to give all of these names. So I can do that. I can go over here, and I can give it a name by ticking this, and giving it a name like enemy 1, for example. And then this one's called enemy 1. Oh. What's the rainbow paint needed for? Oh yeah, it's just for 100%. Yeah, so the paints are optional. So basically, you have the game, 5 levels. Each level has a paint. The paints are optional collectibles. If you do 100%, you have to get all the paints, and also you have to get all the keys, because there are some optional keys that you don't get in any percent. So I can name this enemy 1, and then I'm pretty sure I can... Let me save this as... Oh yeah, sorry about the flashing. Let me get rid of that. Let me save this as... test. Okay. Now the music's going to come on, so bear with me for a second. Yeah, I chose to get the paints just for the challenge of it. Okay. Now, I haven't actually done anything with it yet, so I don't know why I opened up the game. That was pretty useless. What I need to do now is go to the code. So let me close the sprites. So let's do an experiment. So let's say, so there's the main function, which is run every frame. Let's say if this dot keyboard 16. So the keyboard stores if keys are down or not. 16 is for shift. The shift key is down if this dot level is 0, which is the current level we're in. Level 0 is the main menu. So if we're in the main menu, then I'm going to say this dot g dot, I think it's enemies, and we called it enemy 1. And then we want to set the alpha to be 0. Let me just check this dot g dot enemies. Yeah, I've got that correct. So if this works, it should set one enemy to being invisible when we're in the main menu if we press shift. Ah, now that worked. The only reason it looks like it didn't work is because it's got motion trails on. Whoopsie, whoopsie. That actually worked. Nice. Okay, that's interesting. So I think if I start a game, let me just turn down the quality. I think if I start a game and come back, it might come back. But I mean, that, you know, I can fix that. The main problem with this method, yeah. So if I press shift, the enemy goes away. it works. The main problem with this method... Now, actually, let me see about the collision. Yeah, it still has collision. And I'm guessing that the collision would work like the other invisible enemies in the game, where it would be accurate collision without the bug. So this works, but the problem with this is I would need to go through every single enemy and give them a name, and then reference those names in the code. That would allow a lot of things though, yeah. Like a lot of different mods, if you had individual control over the enemies. Let me just go back over to here, so... Yeah, it's our enemy 1 that we changed. If it says 5 lives per paint, 10 for rainbow paint, refreshable by collecting the same paint again, might be a playable mod. Would test your consistency on the whole thing at once, which is a contrast to fewer checkpoints. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. I like the idea of like a refreshable paint. Well, Fruity says you could farm for 500 lives, but I'm assuming that you can only refresh it up to the maximum, right? Like if it's 5 lives per paint, and you go to refresh it, you only get back to 5 lives, or you only get 5 lives, a maximum of 5 lives from each paint, or something like that, to stop you from just farming it. And also, in regards to this mod thing I've got set up here, there's the added complication that these movement things are like another set of enemies over here, so I would have to... Oh, in fact, I can't even give these ones names. Oh, I can over here, but that's... Does that even work? Let me test this out. Let me see if I edit this one. Give it a name. Call it enemy 1. And that's in P0, right? So that was P0, I think. So now if I go to the code... Why did I not close the sprites? I go to the code... this.g.enemies.p0.enemy1.alpha equals 0. I can also fix the motion trails problem by going to enemies 2, 3, and 4, which is what the motion trails are called. Let's try this out. So if I press shift... Oh, that was weird. What just happened there? Let me turn on the motion trails again, actually, because I want to see... Okay, so that works. Something weird happened. Oh, yes. So... Oh, that's weird. So if I make it go invisible, it comes back at the beginning of the cycle. I'll probably fix that. Oh, that time I pressed it like halfway through it coming back, so the like the trails and things. Huh, that's interesting. So, like I say, there's definitely, like, you definitely could do it, but it's just a nuisance. Let me just see about that bug though. What is causing that? Where were we? 53. we've got our P0 here, which links back to 49. So like part of the problem I was wondering about is like I define this as enemy 1 in this frame, but then in this frame it's not defined as enemy 1. By the way, all of these frames is like the frames of the animation. If you couldn't tell, right, that's what it is. But why would it mess up when it got back to the beginning? Because that's when it's being called enemy 1. Is it possible to modify the movements of moving platforms? Let's see. I mean, I think yes. It's a question of how easy it is. Let's do a test. I think you can... I don't know if you can edit it with code. Where are the moving platforms? I think they're in sprites. Yeah, this looks like a moving platform, right? Why don't I just go to a level? Here we go. 5C3. Moving platform 2. Okay. So if I have a look at moving... Okay, so here's the moving platform. And here are all the frames of it. So... here's what you could do. You can go to each frame, and you can do this free transform thing, and you can put it wherever you want. Wait, can you? You should be able to... Why can I not drag this? I thought I could drag it. Maybe not. But even if you did do that, it's very tedious because you have to do it frame by frame. And I don't really think there's any other better way. Well, actually, no, there might be a better way. Because you might be able to edit the... yeah, there might be a better way. You might be able to override it in the code. So let me see something. So this is... What's the earliest... There's moving platforms in the first room. Let's find those. So 1B4, yeah, that's what we want. Okay, so let's look at 1B4. Okay, let's look at moving platform 0. Okay, so 1B4 moving platform 0, MP0. So now let's have a look at con34. Let's go to the main function. So if .level equals 1, I'm not going to do exhaustive checks because that's just going to be a bit annoying. If this level equals 1, if this dot keyboard 16, I think it's the same in Waltz's Game 4. Let me just check. Wait, maybe it's not. What is it? This dot, is it key? No, not keys MC. Hang on, let me just see. Key up function. What does the key up function do? Oh, I tell you what, something about Waltz's Game 4, Stevie used a lot more abbreviations, and it's really annoying. Because, like, KBD, how would you even know what that is? Well, it's supposed to be keyboard, but how would you even know that? It's not like a, universally recognized abbreviation. Okay. So, if the shift key is down, I'm going to take this dot... Now, let me just see if MP is in the code. Oh, CA. Now... Okay, let me just leave that open for a moment. Let me go back over here. Come back to... frames says shorter variable names means better code, right? Yep, exactly. You want to see the movement function? Actually, this one's not as bad as Waltz's Game 3. I think Waltz's Game 3 is actually worse. It's pretty bad though. Like he uses like one letter for everything. Like this dot p dot x. Like p is player. This dot dx. Where are the really bad ones though? There's some really bad ones. Where are they? Maybe it's only in worlds. Oh, yeah, no, here it is. Look at this. Look at this. BLMS, PTLMS, BDR size, BLMS, BR, PTR, PR. These are like all like slightly different variables. P on MP, that's player on moving platform. Yeah, it's way too short. Way too short. Anyway. So 1B4, where's 1B4? Okay, so this should just be part of the now that's interesting. What is this? Hang on a minute. So there's moving platform 0, and then there's also moving platform F0. What does that mean, I wonder? It's the same object. It's the same object, placed at a different depth. I never noticed that before. Do they all have that? Yep, that one does. Ah, this one does not. So this one has conveyor belts. That's what these CB things are. It has MPF1, but it does not have MPF0 or MPF2. Okay. F-Zero, that racing game, yeah. So I think this... okay, what I'm trying to work out is what variable these things are stored in. I think it's G. I think it's G. McMass Gamers is here. You've kind of missed the point of the stream, but now we're doing some modding, so welcome along. Oh, here we go, MP. So is it this dot .ca, is it? I don't know what CA stands for. Like, this is what I'm talking about, these abbreviations. Like, what the heck does CA stand for? This dot .ca dot MP0 dot X plus equals 100. Well, let's do Y. Wait, why is that a knot? I didn't mean to put a knot in there. Did I really put that in there? Okay, let's try this. So, what I'm trying to do here is, if I press the shift key... oh, I just did a silly thing. I just overwrote the practice mod. That's okay, because luckily I've got backups. But, yeah. That was a bit silly. Okay, so I'll call this MP test. Moving platform test. And we're gonna have music again. I apologize in advance.
Well,
there we go. Yep. I'm gonna release an updated practice mod soon where the music settings are saved. Okay, so if I press shift, ooh, something happened there. It happened once and now it's not.
well, there's no turning back now.
Yeah, it happened again, but
What's
it only
done
happens
is done.
once, and then hey, I thought I turned off the player. Oh, but I didn't auto save or something. Okay, I wonder if I switch rooms. So when you saw that, oh my god, you could be kidding me. Oh, classic. Wait, oh wait, no, hang on. Wait, no, this is something to do with my bug. Oh, wait, you know what? You know what just happened? I think I know what's going on here. I think, so you know how there was the MP0 and the MPF0? Maybe one of them's physical and one of them's cosmetic. And maybe I moved away the physical one, but I didn't move away the cosmetic one. Maybe. That's a theory. I just want to see if it works from this direction. No, it does not. How interesting. Okay, let's try moving the other one as well. I'm still a bit confused why it flashed at me though. So let's go MPF0. Okay. Okay, well we got it to successfully... Oh, I know what's going on. I know why it flashed. Yes, I know why it flashed. Watch this. I think if I just... Yes! Oh, let's go! Oh, this is exciting. Matthias Tyrell here says, what's going on? Good question. What is going on? This does not look like Fewer Checkpoints Difficulty 5. Oh, it doesn't work. That's a bit unfortunate. Oh wait, no it does? What's going on is I'm fiddling around with some code. Fiddling around with some modding. Trying to change moving platforms. Yeah, this looks like it's working. So I think the deal is... yes, I think I understand what's going on. Wait, no, I don't. Hang on a minute. Why does it go behind? Like right here, it like goes behind. That's suspicious. Frame says regular floors take priority over platforms. Yes, you're right. I worked that much out. The bit I'm confused about is the shadow. Why the shadow is above and sometimes above and sometimes below. Okay, so... Right, so let's look at the depth, but also let's look at the other objects. So, let me zoom in a bit here. Moving platform 0 over there. It's not clear what exactly... So that's the pit, okay. Moving platform... Now what is this? Checkpoint 0, checkpoint 1. Instructions. MPF 0. Oh, the F might be the... I wonder if F shows up in the code at all. Yes, it does. Oh, it's fog. F for fog, I think it is. Yeah, it's the fog. It's the special fog effect. That's what it is. Although that doesn't quite explain why it wasn't physical before. Why I fell through it. And in fact, did I even move the fog away? I'm not sure if I did. So let's go back to this. I think it stands for fog. I could be wrong about that. Let's go back over here. So MP0 is on depth 4. See, now this seems a bit weird because then the fog is on depth 17, which means... Oh wait, no, that does mean it's in front. I think that means it's in front. Well, but it's... I always get this confused. No, I think it means it's behind. Oh, but that makes sense, because it should be behind, because it's the fog. Yeah, okay. We've got the coins, the keys, the enemies, the walls. Ah, so this is the tiles. We look at this object. Oh wait, no, that's just literally just all the tiles. Oh, interesting. So the void gets placed on top of the tiles, not the other way around. That's kind of a bit counterintuitive. So you've got the tiles, and then the pit gets placed on top. Interesting. So, what about the fog? What about the fog on the stationary tiles? Where is that accounted for? And what about that other one where we saw it didn't seem to have fog? I think it was down here. So we've got MP0, MP1, and MP2, and there was only a fog for MP1. Does that mean there's not fog for those other platforms? I think there's fog for those. Now this is also the practice mod, so I can turn on cheats to go and have a look here. Yeah, see, they've all got fog. They all have fog. So why? So maybe my theory is wrong. My theory could be wrong. It might not be F fog. It could be something else. But whatever it is, why does it only exist for platform 1 and not for 0 and 2? And what's this? Oh, I think that's a platform of tiles to be in front of the moving platform. Ah, now remember over here there was this thing here. Yes, can we jump? Aha! Mystery solved. Mystery solved, yes. So, to illustrate this, in case you're not seeing what's going on here, let me get up both of them side by side. Yeah, this will do. I'll just leave it like this. So this is a pattern of tiles that is being placed on top so that the shadows go underneath. And now if I move the platform down, oh, I moved it down too much, hang on. I moved the platform down, hang on. If I so what's going on is these tiles are being drawn on top of the other tiles that already exist there. And you can see exactly, as I was saying before, over here, this platform slides underneath that 4x3 square, which you can see on the right. Yeah, okay, so if you were to modify the platforms in this way, they would look... I mean, to be honest, I think it looks really cool with the shadow. I mean, if you turn off the special effects, it will look exactly the same. You can't tell any difference. But if you're playing with special effects, it actually looks pretty cool, in my opinion, with like the shadow on top. It looks like it's like floating above the other tiles. Although that's an inaccurate representation, because as Frames mentioned, stationary ground always takes priority over moving platforms. Okay, that is interesting. Now I'm also a little bit interested about one other thing, because I thought that when I added 100 that it would snap back, but it hasn't done that, which kind of makes me worried that... So let me try something. So now that we know sort of what's going on, we know we can control the position of the platform. So let's, how do I want to do this? Frame says, why wouldn't this be the default? I think the thing is, Stevie just put in all of these patterns for every level to cover up the places where the platforms meet stationary ground, which is not a very smart way of doing it, but I think that's what he's done. Where's another example? Wait, it might not be in sprites, it might be in shapes. Where was that other one we were looking at? Oh yeah, like this, for example. Like this. Like this is from 4A2. I think this is from 4A2. And it's not moving platforms, it's the bits in between the moving platforms. Yeah, it's not the smart way to do it, it's the dumb way to do it. I'll give you that. Absolutely. It's not the smart way to do it. But it's the way it's been done. That's the ice, yeah. So, yeah, as I've said many times, the code for this game is not great. Okay, so instead of going up by 100, let's just go up by 1. And then let's say, let's get another key. Well, let's use Z. What's Z? Just gotta remind myself what Z is. 90. Stop keyboard. 90. Then I'll move them the other direction. So now I can control the movement using my keyboard. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so now if I... Oh, wait, what? Did I not save the code? Did I not... Oh, I didn't save it. Oh, yeah, okay. Facepalm moment. You can tell it's not saved if it's bold, by the way, if you're using JPEXS, then you can tell it's not saved if it's bold. So now, aha! Now isn't this cool? So what I'm doing, by the way, is every time I press shift, it goes down slowly, and every time I press Z, it goes up slowly. Now I wonder if this will bring the player along with it, because that's an important question. It does not. Yeah, see, that's a problem, because my idea was to automate this in the code in order to make like whatever custom movement you wanted, but if it doesn't actually carry the player with it, then that's gonna make the game really terrible. So, I mean, I could add like custom code to move the player, but let me have a think about this. It's progress, at least. The other problem with this is, Well, actually, that's not too much of a problem. I should be able to stop. I should be able to stop its normal movement by just stopping the animation. That should be doable. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So, I want to actually look at this P on MP function, because what I want to do is work out how the player gets moved by platforms. Am I in the right place? P on MP. See, these abbreviations just... By the way, PI stands for pit. Do you understand what that means? It means that Stevie was too lazy to write pit, which is 3 letters, so he abbreviated it to PI, which is 2 letters. Like, seriously. Okay. So, and I have no idea what this means. This.t, this.pty, this.pta. Frame says, looking at 4A2 with special effects on right now, this is kind of weird. Yeah, so I think the tiles I showed earlier were from 4A2, I think. Yeah. Okay, what is going on here? Oh, P use MP. Ah, this looks better. Ah, okay, okay. So what it's doing is, it's recording where the moving platform was on the previous frame, which is this dot previous moving platform coords. It's recording those coordinates, and then it's updating the player X by the difference between the current position of the moving platform minus the previous position, which makes sense. But what we need to do though is, in fact, this was it Frost? Yeah, it was Frost who I was talking about this the other day, except this is a much uglier version of the same idea. So what we need to do is find out where these previous moving platform coordinates are set, because they must be being set wrong. So previous moving platform chords. Let's just go to the top. Okay. Okay, this is for hitting a wall. Okay, so we don't care about that. That's also for hitting a wall. That's also for hitting a wall. That's also for hitting a wall. That's where we were. P use MP. If the player is on a moving platform, then was on MP1 is true. Okay, but it's still not setting the previous MP coordinates, it's only reading them. I'm curious about where they're set. Okay, so this dot previous MP chords equals new array. What function are we in here? Wait, why is it being set to a new array? In this is not an initialization function. Ah, here we go. Okay, so this makes sense to me. So it's basically saying the previous moving platform coordinates for this is I1, by the way. That's a feature of JPEXS. It's a bit messy, but that's just I1. It's just a counting variable with like the ID number of the platform, basically. So the previous moving platform coordinates for I1 is an array, which is just the coordinates, the x coordinate and the y coordinate. And the x coordinate is the coordinate of, I still don't know what CA is, but oh, maybe it's current area. It's probably current area. Oh, hello, John Predicts is here. What has John predicted? We're doing some World's Hardest Game coding. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Good to have you here. So current area, I think is what it is. So this current area for the moving platform I1. Wait, why is it .mp? Because you already... now that's interesting. I think I might have solved the mystery. Yep, finally Fewer Checkpoints 5 released. I haven't actually released it yet, but I will. Right, okay, I think I might have discovered something here. And David Concal is here. Welcome to the stream. We're exploring moving platforms in World's Hardest Game 4. Okay, I think I've discovered something interesting here. If we look at the moving platforms, so let's go to 1B4 for example, moving platform 0, which is over here. Right, and it has this thing in it called MP. Okay, right. I think I can fix the problem then, because all I need to do is not use that. I can just use the actual coordinates. Okay, so let's go to the previous MP chords thing. Down here, where is it? Yeah, here it is. Now, instead of .mp, let's just get rid of that. And also up here, let's get rid of that. And what else have we got? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's go up to the top so we can make sure we systematically go through all of these. I'm not going to change the... Oh, I might change the title. I won't change the thumbnail. But, okay. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just... Basically, I'm changing the code so that instead of... What it was doing before was it was looking at the... It was looking at the coordinates of the moving platform within the animation, which is not actually the position they are on the screen. It's the position they are within their animation. So what I've done is I've changed it to their global position on the screen, which should still function exactly the same as the original game. I just need to get rid of all of these references to the moving platform. Actually, that's interesting because it has... this might not work. This might not work, but it's just an experiment. Oh boy. Lots of repeated code. Don't code like this, kids. Do not code like this. Okay, I think that's done. So now, hopefully, the platform should actually move us in the way when we move it. Let's see if this works. Go the remix. Yep. I added a couple remixes to the playlist. Okay. So, if you're new to the stream or you're not sure what's going on, what we've got at the moment is I can move this platform up and down by using the shift key and the Z key. But what I'm hoping is that it will actually move me, because last time it didn't. So let's see. Ah! Oh, wait, what? Ah, okay. So now it's moving me. It's... okay, that's okay though. That's good news actually, because I was going to stop its own animation anyway. So I might as well go and do that. So let's go to main. So let's say this dot ca dot mp0 dot stop this dot current area dot moving platform F. I still don't know what the F is. I'm not convinced whether it's the fog. It might be something else. So if I stop the animation, then this should be working. Banging. Okay, so the platform is moving. If I press shift, it should stop moving, so I'll wait till it gets over here. Okay, good. So now it goes up and down, and now if I hop on it, it should take me with it. Aha, look at that. And if I go too high, I fall off. Let me just turn on the oob. Oh wait, is it? Wait, hang on. Oh, okay, that's... Is that something to do with the walls? I would have thought... Yeah, okay, I mean if you turn the walls on it works properly. But I thought with the oob mod, I thought it would just go through. But maybe there's some funky stuff. Yeah. I wonder if there's there must be a place you can test that normally. Yeah, like here for example. I never thought to test this, but oh wait, what's going on? That's bad news. The moving Oh, I think I've actually broken moving platforms entirely. Ah, that's unfortunate. So this would work. Frame says the floor below the walls. Oh, yes, you're right. You're exactly right. Right, but there is a problem because if you... So the original question, I can't remember who asked it. The original question was, can you modify moving platforms in World Game 4? So the answer is yes, but the problem at the moment is you can make new platforms that work just fine. So like this platform here, you can make it do whatever you want, and you could program it to go in a specific shape, whatever shape you want. But the problem is I've broken the other platforms because now they don't work. The normal platforms, they don't carry you anywhere. So all that stuff I did, which I thought was going to make no difference, actually did make a difference. Ah, and now I understand why it makes a difference. Yes, okay. It's making more sense now. Okay. I think I know how to fix it, but it would be quite a lot of effort. Yeah, so the answer is yes, you can do it. I'm not sure if I can be bothered to fix it, to fix this problem. I know how to do it, but I'm not sure. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard. It would just require editing a bunch of lines of code. Frame says, by the way, platforms are very weird when you do cutscene related glitches. Yes. And I'm certainly not suggesting that my modifications here will necessarily behave the way that you expect moving platforms to behave. They could well change things radically. Wonder if you could make like a randomized moving platform mod. I feel like it'd be hard to make sure that it actually made sense. Like for example in this room, how would you make sure that you could actually get to the key? That would be hard. Yeah, it kind of turned into a modding stream. let me try and fix this problem because I'm pretty sure I know how to do it. It's just going to be a little bit tedious. So let's look at previous MP chords. So, okay. Actually, there's a problem with this, isn't there? Yeah. I think it's more effort than it's worth. You can do it, and I know how to do it, but, well, actually, no, hang on. Hang on a minute. No, it might not be that bad. So let me look at the previous MP chords. New array, this business here. Yeah, so my idea is we actually need to add both of them together. Because one of them is an offset to the other. That's what I understand now. Then we take this, we add it with this. Now the problem is, in order to compare to that, we also need to actually add together the things we're comparing. So I think what I want to do is make a function. I'll call it getPlatformX. For a platform, which is going to return a number. And specifically, it's going to return the platform.x plus the platform.mp.x. So in fact, I could even use this where I was setting, where was it? I could even use this here. So it'd be this dot get platform x of this thing here. Yeah, like that. So then I can make get platform y. I'm a little bit worried about the fact that I haven't specified what type the platform is. So I think you're supposed to do that, but it's a bit difficult. I suppose it's a movie clip. Is that the right syntax? Actually, no, I think it needs to be the other way around. Is movie clip mentioned anywhere in this code? Oh yeah, see that's the kind of syntax. Yeah, hopefully I've got that right. So get platform X. Now if I keep this code as is, it's going to break completely. But what I can do is this dot get platform X. I'm fairly nervous that I've done something wrong here, but let's just try it out. If I do this, this may work. It's not going to work with everything, but it may work. I should change this as well. I've probably done something wrong here, but I know there's more places where I need to change it, but I'm kind of hoping I can get away. Like all of this. It's probably not going to work, but let's see. Let's see. Okay, so let's wait till the platform comes back here so we can move it up and down. Now we already know that this works. We already know that works. The question is, do these ones work? Ooh, it looks good. Yep. Okay, I'm currently speed hacking. Let me turn that off. Okay, this looks good. I think it's actually working. Wow, I can't believe that actually worked. So I do still need to change some stuff because I think the falling off might not quite work properly. Yeah, but I think okay. I think this is gonna work. So I just need to wrap that around everything else. So previous MP coords. Okay, so I need to say this dot get platform X. So this is going to be a bit tedious. This is why I was saying I didn't know if I could be bothered to do it, but this dot get platform X. This dot get platform X. This dot get platform X. This dot get platform Y. This dot get platform Y. The thing is, even if I get this working, I'm not sure if anyone's actually going to do anything with it. I don't really, maybe I'm short-sighted, but I don't really see much potential in modifying just the platforms without modifying anything else. Go away. Okay. Where are we up to? Okay. Let's start get platform X. Yeah, what I was saying was I don't really see much potential in a mod that just changes the platforms. I just don't really see how that could be very interesting. But maybe I'm just not thinking creatively enough. I will release this if anyone wants to. Yeah, I will release this if anyone wants to use it. Basically, it's a template mod that allows you to edit the movement of platforms more easily, but you still need to do a fair bit of work. To get it working. Well, to put in the sequence that you want, you need to still code that. But the way I'm doing it will mean that normal platforms will still work normally. That's the idea here. That's why I'm going to all of this effort, so that you don't have to change you don't have to edit all of the platforms. You can just edit the ones you want. And okay, I think that's all done. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so let's open that up. Yeah. Okay, so this works like this. I should add controls to move it. Oh, you know what would be so cool? Oh my goodness, hang on, I need to do this. Okay, let me change the keyboard structure. Okay, 84. Whoops. 84. Actually, that wait, no, that should be, this one should be 84. 71. I'll put the stopping in a separate function, so if you press shift it will stop. Okay, then 70 is going to be decrease the X. Oh wait, I just realized something. Oh, I did something really stupid. It's fine, it's fine. Yeah, all of that work I just did might have not actually been necessary, because I could have actually just... I think I could have just modified the MPX here instead. Yeah, so that was kind of a waste of time. Okay, I might redo this mod because I'm a bit worried that the things I've done might actually affect the mechanics of the game. But let me just keep going with this for a moment because I think it'd be cool. Okay. Close brackets. Okay, so what I've done is I've given it like... Oh wait, I used G, that was stupid. Okay. Well, I've given... Yeah, the point is I've given it like 4-way controls, so then I can hop on and then I can like control myself wherever I want to go. It's a bit slow, but it's pretty cool. It's like being on Lakitu in a Mario game, like Mario Odyssey. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, okay, so you can fall off if you're not careful, but and also I used the G key, which was a bit stupid, but this is pretty cute though. You can't really go over here because you just fall off. But quality gameplay, yeah. Go on over here, go for an explore. So you can tell like which layer the moving platforms are on. This platform has priority over these ones. You can tell they don't pick me up, that's interesting. You can go and get the key, and then I can just go back over here. So okay, that was just a bit of a silly fun thing. Now, okay, what I really want to do though is I want to try doing it a different method, doing it by a different method. Although, actually it occurs to me, maybe the way I've done it is a good way. Yeah, I don't know, people can choose what they want to do. Let me just change that from G though, to something else. Maybe I'll make it FC, because I made it TFGH. Maybe if I made it FCVB, that would work. Yeah, let's use FCVB. So, F is 70, which is going to be this one. B is 86, which is going to be this one. C is 67, which is going to be this one. And B is 66, which is going to be this one. And maybe I'll make it a bit faster. Maybe I'll make it... Well, I could say platform speed. We can set that up. Frost says maybe number keys. Well, I'm choosing these keys because it makes like a... It's kind of like WASD, except WASD moves the player, so I've chosen FCVB as a control scheme. these controls are not like, you're not supposed to actually use these controls in the game. It's just to show you how it works, and then you would automate this. You wouldn't use the controls. And I still don't know what the F is. The MPF. Okay, now we need to set up the platform speed. So let's say this.platform speed equals, let's try 3. Okay, so now should be able to use, oh yeah, it's a lot faster now. That's cool. I can bring it all the way up. I can go wherever I want. That's pretty cool. So I can hop on, and then I can go for a ride. Yeah, unfortunately you can't go. I could probably change it so that you could go over the other tiles, but yeah, it's like your own personal air travel. It's pretty cool. Also, you should be able to do this in. Yep, you can do it over here as well. This is pretty cool. It's pretty funny. Alright, where else can we do it? Yeah, we should be able to do it in here as well. Is it the ice one? Oh, it's the ice one. Tricky. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Okay, I think ice is broken here. I knew there'd be a problem somewhere. Yeah. Huh, interesting. It's updating when I let go. Oh yo, David's getting close on the randomizer mod. Interesting. Yeah, it's obviously something to do with acceleration. Yeah, okay, so clearly my mod's not perfect. That's not much of a surprise. Let's grab, I like, this is fun though, just being able to move it around. Also, I can't move it diagonally for some reason. That is quite strange, because the other one I could move diagonally. But this is pretty funny. Oh, this is pretty funny. Oh yeah, look, you can see the parts of the platform that were like overlaid on top in order to hide the fog. And like over here you could see it as well. Yeah, that's quite interesting. I didn't realize that before. This is totally how the normal game looks. You can't tell a difference. Okay, that's cool. There's no moving platforms over there. Oh yeah, I can grab this one. Oh, is it gonna be this? Oh yes, this one. Let's go. Now I wonder how water behaves. Oh, it seems to behave properly. Yeah, it seems to. It seems just ice that has problems. It's interesting how the transparencies work. Oh yeah, because the coins are on top of the platforms, I guess. Yeah. I was hoping I could grab the stationary platform. I probably could, David says snap to grid. Yeah, I could make it snap to grid, but yeah, this is pretty funny. So what else can we do? There's none down here. There's none over there. Oh, we could grab one of these ones. I wonder how the conveyor belts go. The stationary platform in 5C4. Oh yeah, I can get that. I can totally get that. You mean the coin room, right? Yeah, the water actually looks really good because of its transparency. So, I didn't realize how fun this would be. I could actually update this mod so that you can like grab any platform you want, because at the moment it just grabs platform 0. Like here, for example, let's see what we get. Wait, did we get one? Oh, there might not be a platform 0 in here. Might have a different name. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, anyway, let's keep going. Everything looks so weird with special effects. Okay, can I grab the platform here? Hang on, let me wait for it to come out, and then I'll try and grab it. This might take a while. Oh, there it is. Okay, so if I press... no, it's not... Okay, so let me have a look at this. It's probably under a different name. So, 5C4... 5C4. Helpfully, the sprites are named. Yeah, here's 5C4. Wait, it is called Moving Platform 0. It is called Moving Platform 0. Why is that not... Oh, because I tried to do MPF 0, but MPF 0 does not exist, and I still don't know what MPF actually means. Also, this is a platform. Yo, I could like grab the entire thing. That's another stationary platform. That's cool. Okay, let me modify the code to fix that. So... Whoops, I've got caps lock on. So, what I want to do is I want to say... Oh wait, no, it's because I said it would only work in level 1. I'm stupid. I don't need that. That was for testing purposes, but... Oh, the stationary one. Yeah. Well, I can do it. If I change this to be platform 1... Yeah, I can do it. Hopefully this doesn't complain that MPF1 doesn't exist. Hopefully. To be honest, I forgot that there was a stationary platform in 5C4. I only knew of the one in 1C3. Is it? No, 1C2. I think. The red room in level 3. Oh yeah, that would be pretty funny. This looks cool with transparent walls. Okay, so if I do shift and then this... Oh wait, what? There's no lava there. Oh, of course not. Because like, why would he bother? Yo. It still doesn't move diagonally. The ice platforms don't move diagonally. And I can hop on for a ride, but it only updates when I let go. That's cool. Oh wait, that came in early. Oh no, maybe I've just been fiddling around for a long time. Can I circumvent this? I've got speed hacks. Oh yeah, I can. Get wrecked. You can do things that look impossible by teleporting the player. There we go, and now it looks like everything's back to normal. Well, what just happened there? Oh, some weird things happen when I... Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Oh, wait, no, okay. I think part of the problem might have been caused by the fact that I had terrain disabled. Because when you have the terrain disabled hack, it does things. Let me use a move here. This is cool though. Wait, what's a thing since day one? If I move this, yeah, if I fall off here, I still burn. Yeah, okay, I still burn, there's just no, how do you... Oh yeah, it's because I've built up some acceleration, and then it... But how do you replicate this in the... How do you find that sort of bug in the original game without cheats? Like when I pick up this platform and I move it, and it does this to me, how would you... What do you mean it's been a thing since the beginning? Like, how would you discover this? Let me turn on invincibility, because I don't care. Oh, David's on level 30, yo. Shout out to Stevie for this completely not broken game. Well, to be fair, most of this is me breaking it. Let's see what we can grab here. Okay, let's go for a ride. Whee! Ah, I got left behind. That's the problem with this. Like I say, I could probably change it so that it would carry you over tiles, but I don't know if I want to actually do that. Oh, you're talking about the practice mod. Right, okay. The speed hack doesn't blend well with the terrain. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I did kind of know that, I just sort of forgot about it. Yo, what's going on here? Oh wait, I'm invincible. Yeah. I was like, why am I walking on lava? It's because I'm invincible. This is a pretty cool sight to look at. Too bad I can't take it into another screen, that would be cool. Oh, I can't grab this one because it's not the right ID. That's unfortunate. Okay, let me add one more thing. Say this dot active platform equals 0, so that I can switch which one I want. So then I'm gonna say mp this dot active platform. Wait, hang on, let me copy this. Yo, David beat the key randomizer. I think you're the first person. GG. What was the hardest level, David? What was the hardest level? I feel like level 30 might be the hardest, but I haven't actually played it. Okay, now what I want to do here is I want to check out the numbers. I think go from 48 up to, yeah. So let's say I equals 0 while I is less, or actually, yeah, while I is less than 9, or less than or equal to 9. Less than or equal to 9. If this dot keyboard 48 plus I. This dot active platform equals I. And then we'll do this. So this should allow me to grab any platform I want by pressing the number that I want and then moving it around. Yep, stream's still going. I'll end it soon. I sort of got a bit carried away, but I want to sort of polish this up a bit before I release it. Okay, so now to grab this. Oh dear. Bad things. Bad things are happening. I haven't even pressed any keys yet, and I got softlock. That's unfortunate. How did that happen? Did I make a typo or something? Oh, I didn't... Wow, classic programming error. I didn't increment the counter. Okay, hopefully that was the only mistake I made. That was just a programming mistake. I accidentally put in an infinite loop, which is a bad idea. Hopefully that's fixed now. Oh, wait, what? No, it's not. Wait, did I save it? I did save it. Wait, did I miss something else? That's unfortunate. What's going on here? None of this should even be running. Just check frame 1. Yeah, okay, main. Definitely saved it, right? Let me just try one more time. That's unfortunate. Can I still grab the platform? No, I can't. That's not much of a surprise. Why? Okay. Okay, let me change I to be 10, which means this should never run. I think I've got the right syntax here, don't I? Yeah, it should do. Initialize it to 0. This should work. What have I... Okay. I don't understand what I've done wrong. This stuff shouldn't even be running. Let me wrap this in an if false. I would just commented it out, but JPXS doesn't save comments, so... Now surely it can't complain about that. Okay. 1.5 hours. That's not bad. It took me like half an hour just to get to like level 10. 470 deaths. Yeah, GG. Oh, I fixed it. Oh, well, that's just because I disabled all of the codes. Of course I fixed it. Still, it's good to be back in not softlock land, but now I can't actually do anything because I disabled all of my code. So now I want to sort of re-enable it just sort of bit by bit to see which bit's causing the problem. Oh, wait, I didn't declare var I equals 10. That could be the problem. Let's try that. That could be it. Okay, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Yes, we're in, we're in. Okay, so if I press 0... Oh wait, it didn't work. Press 0 and then... Oh, it did work, but it didn't stop it. Huh. Why didn't it stop it? So it's working. I can move it. Interesting. Yes, it has a red shadow. And you can also see that this tile here is an extra tile on top. You can see when it comes down here. Okay, now why is it not stopping? I thought I stopped it. Oh, because because I said I equals 10, but it's really supposed to start at 0 because I was disabling that for testing purposes. And if you want to know the type, I'll tell you it's a number. Okay, so now all the features should be enabled. Okay, so now if I press 0, it should stop. Yes, and then I can do... Now, it still doesn't want to go diagonally. Now, hang on, I thought it went diagonally for non-ice, but I guess I was just wrong. Anyway, this is cool, because this one can take me, like... Wait... Why is that happening? I thought that only happened with ice. What is going on here? Hang on a minute. Now this is actually cool because I can do this to cheat to get past it. I'm not invincible, by the way. I'm not invincible, but oh dear, that's a bad thing. Okay. Glitches are happening. Okay, we're back to normal now. Okay, I can also move it like this, but let me press 0 to stop it. Yeah, I'm a cheater. I can also go around this way. But yeah, it is interesting that if I do this, I don't burn, even though I'm not invincible. It doesn't burn me. So, okay, let me... Oh, Vowels is here. What's happening? What's happening is I'm working on a mod for World's This Game 4, which is mostly silly. Basically, the idea is it allows you to move platforms with your controllers. So let me show you what I mean. If I want to grab, if I press 2, I should grab this one. So I press 2 to stop it. Oh wait, I should grab the other one because that's which is 1, and then let me hang on, and then I can move it around, and it carries me with it. But it doesn't carry you over terrain. It only carries you over lava or void. Anyway, it's pretty funny. Well, the real reason that I'm making this is because it's a foundation for making custom platforms if someone was interested in doing that, which someone was, because someone mentioned it in the chat, and that's how I started on this. So yeah. But at the moment, it's mostly just funny. Yep. But right now, see this one here, because what I was talking about. Let me turn off terrain. Because what I was talking about was see, I can move this one diagonally. I can move this one diagonally, no problem. It might be to do with the MPF. Yeah, it might be. Oh yes. Because if the MPF doesn't exist, it might crash before it gets to the next one, maybe. Yeah. So let's see. So let me wrap this in a condition. If this exists, then I will do that. And I should put the same condition over here. Okay, so then let's just check that compiled correctly. The code is getting kind of messy, I will admit, but we're just sort of testing things out. Okay, I think that works. So now, does that fix our problem? Ah, it does fix the problem. Right, so those platforms that I couldn't move diagonally were platforms where the MPF did not exist, and I still don't know what the Oh, that looks funny. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, because the conveyor belts are actually a transparent texture. That looks really weird. It looks like the conveyor belts are on the moving platform, but they're actually not. It's just because it's a transparent texture. That looks really weird. So yeah, now I can move it diagonally. Ah, now it might... Does it carry me better now? Ah, it does. Wait, so that ice one that wasn't working down here... Oh my goodness, that's a bad idea. Don't do that. So this one here, if I grab this... Wait, no, it's number 1. If I grab this... Ah! Right, now it's working. Of course. Yes, it makes sense now, because what was happening before was when I was moving the platform, the code was breaking, so it wasn't able to run the code that moved the player to where the player needed to be. Right, interesting. By the way, the reason the other platform didn't come in is because I stopped it. Here it is. This is me controlling it, by the way. I can make it go backwards. Make it go around and around. David says, Danica, once you start moving the platform, it sort of just stays there if you aren't moving it with the controls. I was just wondering if you'd be able to drop it and it'll start moving, doing the same pattern from a different location. Also, why is there a stationary platform, moving platform? Well, what's the point? Yeah, I don't know why there's a stationary moving platform here. Yes, you could drop it and have it do the same pattern. I actually went to great lengths. Well, no, I didn't go to great lengths. I went to short lengths to make it not do its normal movement, because I figured if you want to customize the movement that you want to make your own movement. But yeah, if you want to keep the normal movement, all you need to do is get rid of this thing that let me just close this. All you need to do is get rid of this thing that says stop. That's what this stop is. It's just stopping the normal movement. Let me open up the mod again. Okay, so now I thought there was a problem with ice platforms, but it's not actually anything to do with ice. It's about whether the MPF exists or not, but I've fixed that now. So let's play around with these ones. These should be fun. Oh, this should be fun. I know there's a desync glitch here, but we can do whatever we like with these. Now this is kind of cool because you can have it like come over here, like it's like a taxi, like pick you up, and then like there's still enemies. Wonder if I can avoid them. Now which platform takes precedence here? The ice one does. Okay, that's good. Whoops, I accidentally triggered a cheat. This is actually pretty easy because you can you're not affected by the ice if the player's not moving, and you can just, like, there's safe zones, like I could just stay here forever. Alright, let's grab the other one. Here we go. That's pretty funny. Oh, I could grab the diamond. I could do a sequence break. Oh, I've got to be careful here. There we go. Ding! Then I can grab this one again. Wait, hang on. Oh, I messed it up. Hang on a minute. I can't do the teleportation cheat I was doing before, so I have to go around the long way. Now I'm doing like a combination of both movements. The non-ice platform doesn't affect me because it's, even though it's rendered above, it doesn't take precedence, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of backwards to what you might expect. David says, I feel like speedruns of this mod can be pretty involved. Yeah, it could be interesting. I don't know how interesting it would be, but yeah, it could be. Okay. Now this one is interesting, because I don't know how many of these are. They're in blocks of 3. Frame says, what if the arrow keys move the player and the platform at the same time? That would be chaotic. Yeah. Whoopsie. Oh. Okay, that's pretty much it for level 5. Oh wait, no, we can go back to... I just got the paints. We can go back to here, because this... Wait, actually no, this might not work. Oh, it does work. Nice. Let's go. Now this is really like a private taxi, because you could... Wait, hang on, let me turn off God mode. Because you can go over here to get the... This is one where, like, it's really useful. Like, if you're talking about speedrunning, it'd be really useful on this room because you can just bypass the whole thing. That's pretty fun. Oh, look at the ice texture. Wait, what? Oh yeah, again, it's the transparency. It's so deceptive. It's so deceptive. It looks like it's actually ice tiles, but it's not. The ice is just a thin layer of transparency. Yeah. Yeah, at the moment I have FCVB for the platforms because I didn't want to touch WASD because that's already used. But yeah, you could make it so that WASD was for the platforms and not for movement. Yeah, this is pretty funny. So what else is there? Oh, there are moving. So this is where we can test. I'm pretty sure Frames is right, but we can test whether the platforms are attached to the enemies, and the answer is no. Yeah. It's just an illusion. ESDF and the player WASD. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. And this room's a funny one. Where's this one? Oh boy. So we've got this one, we've got this one, and now, because I've changed the mod, you can move all of them. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Let me cheat terrain to get past it. Frame says in 4D3 you can desync the enemies and the platforms with glitches. So that's how you knew that they weren't synced. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Oh boy, what a sight. What a sight. Let me just can I just line that up a bit better? Oh no, I can't line it up because it's the wrong. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty funny. Let me just have a look at some of the other levels. So we know we've been here before. In fact, we kind of covered level 1. Oh, we weren't able to do this properly though, because now this should actually work properly. Yeah, that's much nicer. So you could skip over to this section. That's actually a pretty cool skip. And you can also like skip over to here if you wanted to. Ah, now something I wanted to test was this. Oh yeah, because like Frame said, there's a tile. Yeah, so if I'm using an oob glitch, I can't actually phase through that wall, which is interesting, because there's a tile there. So I could also grab this platform. I don't think there's any enemies or platforms that desync like in the updated games, like just if you just wait. I think they only desync if you use glitches. Yeah. Oh, and I can grab all of these. Yeah. I could like line them up. I could put like the first one here. The next one could go like here, and then the next one like here. Next one can go here. Oh, I can't quite line it up, that's a bit annoying, but okay. Next one can go here, and the next one can go here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Do the conveyor belts still affect you if they're over? They don't. Ah, interesting. Yeah, because the solid land takes precedence. You cannot take a platform to other areas, and that is a much more complicated thing to do, because the way that Flash works and the way that this game works is like all of the objects in a room belong to that room. If you go to a different room, it has a different set of objects, and moving objects between rooms is not really possible, I don't think, unless you make some like radical changes. Okay, I'm going to end the stream here. It's been long enough. I'll share this mod on the Discord server if anyone wants to fiddle around with it. You can fiddle around with it just for fun, because it is kind of just fun. But also, if you want to make some kind of custom mod using custom moving platforms, this could be a foundation for it. You would need to do extra work on top to get them to move the way you want to. But yeah, you can do stuff like that. So thanks for watching. I'll wrap it up here, and see you next time. Yeah, the modding parts are longer than the fewer checkpoints completion. Not that much longer. Like 1.5 hours versus 2 hours.